Okay, let's call the Personnel Committee to order here. I know it's been a long evening, so let's wrap her up. Okay, let's take roll.
Alderman Ted Grady.
Here.
Alderman Rapella. Here. Alderman Nichols. Alderman Taylor. Alderman Sevenick. Alderman Langdon. Alderman Schmidt. Alderman Tom Grady. All are present.
Good.
Mayor Merkus.
Here?
All
Okay.
are present.
All right, let's entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes from last meeting. Okay, we have a motion by the mayor and a second by Alderman Schmidt. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Minutes are passed. We have one discussion item tonight. Go through, we'll get with Director Sam Schroeder. We're going to change the grade here. No, we're going to change the grade. Oh, okay, I got it. The attorney told us that one. So,
What are you guys changing here?
so we're going to have, Sam, you got a mic? Okay.
Would you like me to provide an overview then?
Yes, please.
Sorry, I'm still smiling from that great joke. That was awesome. So currently, again, the city of Menasha brought in an in-house commercial or a residential building inspector in 2017. That building inspector was also tasked with being housing specialist, so implementing the CDBG program. At that time, again, we had placed that pay grade at a 20, a step 20. Currently, the minimum of that is roughly 53,000 up to 65,000. However, in looking at kind of the comparables to other communities, as well as our current employee of what she brings to the community as an asset, we wanted to kind of reevaluate that. So currently, again, she is certified in all residential matters, so building, plumbing, electric, HVAC. She is a qualified housing quality specialist to implement the CDBG program. And most recently, she also got her commercial building certificate. So again, that's some pretty hard tests to accomplish. So she's continuing to move on and take more things on. Unfortunately, again, due to the amount of time that it takes to go into the CDBG program, there isn't a lot of time for her to work through that commercial stuff. However, we're continuing to analyze ways that we could potentially pull some of the CDBG stuff out of that position and let her do more commercial building inspections as well. So it might be minor projects, minor reviews, code enforcement. So again, currently, we have a commercial contracted code enforcement, building inspector. So anytime we have that individual do any type of code enforcement, we are charging, or we're paying them by the hour at a fairly premium rate. Am I dying? So I believe that's at an $85 an hour rate. So what we're looking at doing basically is modifying this position from its current grade, a grade 20, to a grade 15. So that minimum would be from 63,948 to 78,000. Looking at, again, the current salary, so she's currently just under 62,000. We are hoping to also place her at a step 3, and which would be, again, under the current year and the current budget would be a $64,658, which would elevate that position roughly $3,000. I did note within the memo that the city did hire rehire the code enforcement specialist position this year. So our long-term code enforcement specialist did retire. So within the existing budget, that reflects a roughly $14,000 savings. So with the additional, or the increase of the $3,000, we're still seeing a savings within this current budget year. But we are also proposing that this position be elevated as of January 1 of 2022. So through the budget season, we can officially approve those changes, but then to elevate this position to a grade 15 and place the building inspector at a step 3 as of January 1 of 2022.
Thank you, Sam. Any other questions? Alderman Rapella.
Thank you, Alderman McGratty. So in other words, Sam, she's at 62 now. She's going to get a pay raise next week or whenever this is approved to 64.5.
No.
It-
It's January 1st
January
of
1st.
2020.
Yes.
Okay,
But it would be comparable as of right now.
got it. Okay, so she's not going to get a pay raise and then another pay raise January 1st? No.
Whatever was placed in the budget, so this is, the 64,658 is off the 2021 salary pay scale.
Yeah,
Again, we don't set the 2022 pay scale until the budget is approved, so we didn't want to throw out arbitrary numbers at this time. So
okay,
whatever that would be set at that level.
okay. But her current salary as of today is 62,000, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then January 1st, it goes up to 64,458? It could or higher?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I just didn't want to see if she was getting two pay raises like in a few months, but okay, understood. Thank you. That's all.
Alderman Sevenick.
Are we going to be changing her job description at all?
So we will not be, because again, she is a highly qualified individual that is accredited across the board. Oftentimes, communities need 2 or 3 individuals to just take on those tasks. So again, in order to make sure this employee is, happy, staying within the community, there's a lot of job openings these days. She could, easily go to a different community, so we're trying to be competitive in that range.
So, but you said she got some additional, certifications and stuff, but what you're doing right now is you're trying to give an individual person a salary increase and not a position. And we should be only looking at the position. And that's why I'm saying, if we do this, which I agree with you that, yes, she's a valued employee and we want to retain her, but we shouldn't be basing this position on the individual, but on the position. So let's say in February, she decides to take a job with Nina, and now we're going to hire another person, but this person doesn't have the same background or qualification, but they're going to end up getting this level of, possible level grade from a grade 20 to a grade 15. So it looks like the city attorney might want to reply to my
Right.
comment on that.
With her HR. Okay.
Thank you. This position is in need of an adjustment
Period?
on the scale,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
And there was a study that another community, actually it was the Village of Howard that did earlier this year in, well, it was the end of June 2021, and we did answer it as well, asking for the pay ranges. We were the lowest response, both on the start and the end. What's being proposed here puts us pretty good with respect to the start. We're still a little bit lower than like the average, I guess, which I did identify. If you look at the last sentence on the first page, that's responsive to the 2021 salary survey, and these are all communities with, populations that are closer to ours, and they're minimum to maximum. So it is the position really that does need the increase.
Okay, thank you. With that then, Chair, I'd like to make a motion that this is recommending to the Common Council that we approve the pay grade adjustment for the building inspector housing specialist from a grade 20 to a grade 15 as of January 1st, 2022, and place the current building inspecting housing specialist at a step 3.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Sevenick and a second by Alderman Nichols. Any other further discussion? All right, clerk, can we take a roll call, or maybe a vote? No respect for the chairman. Well, the mayor has to vote anyhow.
Motion carries 9-0.